Welcome back to Previously on Today. We are on episode 45 to stay alive.
Yeah.
It's your boy Prank. With me, as always, is this guy. His name is Reckless.
Hey, you already know.
Elmo.
Hey.
A.K.A. Lil Ya. A.K.A.
Nah.
Dottylicious.
Yo, that might be the best AKA ever, bro.
A.K.A. Mr. Stinky Leg.
I just got that. Yo, hold on.
Yo.
What's up, guys, man? How you doing, man? How you
Man,
feeling?
we out here, man.
Shit,
What's wrong with you, dog?
Nah, I was just like, trying to Google something real quick, but the show came on, so I was like,
Stop lying. You out here trying to go on your Facebook, trying to see if you got the nice pickup for your profile. If not, you're going to switch it.
That's actually
On point.
on my phone. I'm letting that ring on my phone. You know?
Man, fuck all that shit, bro. How was your weekend?
It was pretty good. Actually, I did a lot of studio time. A whole bunch of studio time. I was going in I was going ham, son.
Oh, yeah, man. With your Latinos.
Yeah, I actually at the end of the show, I'm gonna play a dembow that I did. I did a little dembow called No Cap. Yeah, that dembow is lit. So I brought it in. I think Mar has a link, so I might actually pull up and let him listen to some of the stuff that I did. And I'm going full Spanish as well too. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like for the first time, I'm actually embracing my full Spanish.
Yeah, you're listening to someone after we told you to do it a while ago.
No. Because you
Fuck
know what?
outta here,
You know what?
dog.
I was listening to myself.
Yeah.
Like because I always said no. So I tried it. Like I was just like, all right, whatever. Like people kept telling me, just do Spanish, just do Spanish, just do Spanish, just do Spanish.
Yeah, hold on, not yet.
Yo.
Yeah, you hear that at the
What a
beginning?
tease, what a tease.
You hear the beginning? That beginning is serious. But
That shit sound like Miami.
Yes, that shit do sound like Miami. But bro, to tell the truth, I did a lot of studio time. I was chilling. It's like my therapy, going to the studio and stuff. So I like it. And other than that, that was it. Did a lot of Lyft. Got some Lyft stories.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now you got your whip back, so you out here lifting.
Yeah,
You was without Shorty for a little minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was mad as hell.
But we back with Previously on Today.
Oh, so fuck my weekend, huh?
Yeah. Well, I was finishing my weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But you thought I was going
Sure.
straight?
Yeah.
Yo, stop.
You see, this guy's trying to play me, trying to make me sound like I'm not going to ask him about his weekend,
Okay.
even though I already know his weekend.
What you?
But tell our audiences, how was your weekend?
It was alright. I worked. And then I had off on Sunday. What the fuck did I do Sunday?
What did you do Sunday? Was it Super Bowl? Nah, Super Bowl was last week.
I did shit. I don't remember doing shit. I remember watching a lot of Fast and Furious. I remember doing that.
Yo.
I caught up a lot with Fast and Furious.
Didn't we watch like 6, 7, 8? Then we watched 4?
I started it with 5 by myself.
What? You played me? You watched 5 without me, yo?
I told
You
you
was
this.
a
You was in
bird.
dialysis, I think.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't that.
So I watched 5,
And then went to 6.
and then I went to 6. No, you came through at the end of 5.
No, I came through at the end of 6.
No.
Bro, we watched 7
Time
and
out.
8.
Time out.
We
Hold
watched
on.
3 movies.
Hold
That's
on,
it.
because I'm about to blow your mind real quick.
Okay.
I was watching 5. You told me you were on the way, so I paused it at the moment that they were about to have the race. All 4 of them, Han,
That's 5?
Roman, and what's his foot? Brian and Vin.
What's his foot?
Yeah. So right after that, you were like, "Push 6, push 6." Remember? And then
Yes.
we tried to watch it, and then we didn't finish it.
Yes. Okay. I remember.
And then the next day we watched 7, and then you said the same thing at the end. Put 8. And we watched 8, and then after that we watched Hobbs and Shaw. So we did a lot of Fast and Furious watching.
Yes.
That's what I remember doing over the last few days. I can tell you
Okay.
that.
No,
That
you're
and
right,
watching,
you're definitely right.
watching a lot of Netflix and stuff. That's pretty much what my weeks always consist of. But yeah.
Yeah. So, well.
Oh, we went to the movies.
Oh yeah, to watch Birds of Prey. Was it this weekend or was it?
It was
Thursday. It was
on-
Thursday. It wasn't the
It
weekend.
was on Thursday. It was. I
That's
mean,
not the weekend.
it's not the weekend.
Let's
You're
not
right.
get it confused.
Nah, but it was like close to midnight when we got out, so it was like Friday, which is a weekend, maybe. Yeah, no. All right, doesn't matter. First topic, what we talk about though.
No, we got the thumbnail, which is the Birds of Prey.
You mean Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey?
Well, we're gonna get into that into the segment.
Okay,
But-
so the movie is called.
Yeah. When we went to watch it,
Yeah.
we were gonna go see
We went
Birds
to-
of Prey.
We went to go see Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
Dang, what a name!
What a mouthful.
Yeah, what? Yes.
Yeah.
And I actually picked this thumbnail because it's basically everything in one picture, everything together.
She's cuckoo.
Yeah, and she's crazy, and all of this stuff is happening around her. We have Huntress, right, which is the one with the all black by her right eye, right? That's her right eye, if I'm not bugging. We have Black Mask, which is with the white suit to the right. We have Canary at the top, right? With the yellow wings,
Mm-hmm.
and then Orphan, right here with the red and black wings, and then I forgot who the fuck is those two. I know the one at the left bottom is Black Mask henchman,
Victor Zsasz.
something like that. Yeah, and the other dude.
That's what it's not a dude.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's the cop.
Yeah.
I'm bugging.
Renee
Okay.
Montoya.
Yeah, with the blue shirt and the pinkish little wings. That's the cop. Okay. Yeah. The only thing that's not on this picture that it was a big yay was the hyenas. I wish they would have put the hyenas in little wings.
First of all, it was just one hyena.
Well,
In the show, in the cartoon, the original
got two.
animated, yeah, she had 2, but they only had 1.
yeah,
And his name was Bruce.
Bruce. Yeah.
Well, spoiler alert, because we're about to spoil the fuck out of this
Yeah.
movie.
Oh hell yeah, that's a fact. You bugging. I love this
Yeah.
movie.
You
and
really love this movie?
yeah, it's a pretty good movie.
Mm.
No, you didn't like it?
What would you say out of 1 to 10?
Eight.
I gave it a solid 7.
A solid 7.
Yeah, maybe 6.5.
What? Yo, hold up. Don't get disrespectful out here, my man.
Listen, yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't I'm not saying it was a bad movie. I'm just saying it wasn't a great one. Like it wasn't. How do I say? Let me see. It wasn't like Shazam. Shazam, for some reason, is like the best DC movie that I've seen so far in a while.
So, since Wonder Woman, you mean?
I like Wonder Woman, the first 2 acts. I didn't really care for the 3rd act. Like the last 20 minutes of the film. But then again, I only seen it once in the theaters. I don't remember seeing it after I saw it the first time. Maybe maybe 2 more times after that, but like bits and pieces. Maybe I faded in and out, but I don't remember that movie that much. I remember seeing Aquaman like twice, and that was alright. But the fucking desert scene makes me hate that movie.
Yeah, that's
But Shazam, that movie since it came out,
it was funny. Yeah, it was.
yeah, it had a lot of good elements in that movie. I like Joker too. Don't get me wrong, but I only seen it once, and it was like
It was a good movie, but it was also like, like I'm not gonna watch it again.
yeah, I'm not in a rush to watch it again. When I saw Shazam,
It's too long.
I
I'm not
didn't
gonna
mind watching it again.
I watched it halfway.
I think I saw Shazam twice in the theaters. If I'm not mistaken, if I am, I know I saw it once, but I definitely saw it like at least 3 more times at home because that shit was funny. I like that movie. So going back
Okay,
to
so you gotta tell me.
going back to Birds of Prey, I would say it's way better than Suicide Squad. I will watch it more than Suicide Squad, but it will probably get to a point where I get tired of it, like Suicide Squad, because I can't watch Suicide Squad right now and not be mad towards the end of the movie. Like I watch the first few minutes or whatever and be like, all right, I could get into this movie because I like the way they did the intros. You feel me? A lot of people don't like the way they did the intros with the way they put their names on the side and then they stop the camera real quick and they show like different elements of their background.
You didn't like that?
I like that. No, I'm saying I like that, and
Okay.
a lot of people didn't like that. You know, and they kind of did that again in Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
They did a lot of music video elements, a lot of like soundtrack. It was a lot of soundtrack for like the first 20 minutes. Like almost every scene has something in the background,
Okay.
you know? And the same thing happened in Suicide Squad. But then once it got to a point where they all started getting together and the mission was to go and stop, what was it, Enchantress or whatever.
The chances, yeah.
And then the people started turning into these fucking mush people, and then they were literally killing people.
Okay.
It just started to get wonky for me. I just got out of the movie, and then I hated the fact that they all got cool as hell, all became family within just 3 hours of meeting each other. At most, they were with each other for like 6 hours. At most. But they all, like, you know what I'm saying, stood up for each other, and they all were like a family. They all didn't want to see Harley die. You remember when she was on the airplane, on the helicopter?
Yeah.
And they
They
told
wanted to
said,
take care
Dasha,
of
you
her
better
'cause
go
they
kill
said
this
Joker,
bitch. Yeah.
Joker don't love you.
Bro. Like, how they became family like that. But going back to Birds of Prey, it felt the same type of movie. It felt like the same type of movie. The only thing different was that it was all centered on Harley Quinn. And since we already knew her from Suicide Squad, it kind of made it like, all right, we're picking up where we left off. And now it's all focused on her, which she was the best thing about the movie Suicide Squad.
Okay.
So, like, I didn't mind it. Then when we started meeting the other characters, the other Birds of Prey, I think we met Renee Montoya first. And then we met Canary. Huntress didn't even come in till like mad late.
Nah. They showed her, but they didn't really show her.
Yeah,
They show her killing people.
yeah, but they ain't show her. They didn't even introduce her really until like the last 20 minutes of the movie.
They did.
They did her dirty, and bringing it back, like she was actually one of my favorite characters in the movie.
Huntress?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, I loved her. Like the way she was trying to like be tough, but she was just out of it. Like, I don't know. I loved her humor in it. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, she killed that role, in my opinion. She did her thing. Canary was pretty cool, but I didn't really fuck with that iteration of Canary. I hated the fact that, like, it was cool to see her just fight or whatever, but she didn't use that scream until the very end of the movie. and it was once, and then she passed out.
She passed out. Yeah. What? That was like.
I was like, so that's what we talking about now. So in this universe, this bitch, Black Canary, she got a power, but she can't use it because every time she uses it, she passes out. I get it. It makes sense for the movie because she was the only person that had that power. Everyone else had regular, like, people.
It could have been like, it was the first time her ever using it.
Nah,
They could
bro.
explain it to it as that.
Nah, she's used it before because she knew she had it. She knew she could do it because she did it while she was singing.
Okay, no, but she just sang, and
Yeah.
her voice went over pitch.
Okay.
And it took out the.
But the cop told her in the movie, you know what your mom used to do and shit, because apparently her mom had the power. So that means she knew she had the power. So that means that she hinted that she used it before, bro. I'm not buying that was the first time she used it. That she knew she could use it.
What does they say it is?
Because she said.
Who are you to say it's not?
Because she said.
It's not about just
she
using it.
said she did it before, dog. She was like, yo, cover your ears. I'm about to scream like a fucking banshee.
Listen.
And you going to be
okay,
hurting
but what
for
if,
days
what
if you don't listen to me.
What if, like, she never used it at that potential? Like, what if she never screamed that hard before? And it just took a lot out of her. Mind you that she was fighting. She out of breath.
Okay.
Lungs. She probably smoked a little weed before getting there.
Okay. All right. Whatever. I still don't buy into it. I like Ewan McGregor in this movie. He was a good part of this movie too.
The boxer?
No. What? Ewan McGregor. That's Dr. Sleep, bro.
Oh.
Black Mask. That's the dude, the main villain.
He was alright. Yeah, he was
Bro,
alright. He didn't do what he was supposed to do.
Bro, when he cut my dude's face off.
That's not. He was not even the one cutting that shit off. It was his henchman.
Nah, I think he did it.
No. He told his henchman to do it. You saw him at first. The henchman is like right here. Gave him the face. Then he grabbed the face. Like, all right, whatever the fuck. And then they were going to cut the other dude's face.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah. They went to the chick. And then the chick was like,
what are you talking about? They cut his face, then they were gonna cut the mom's face. Or I think they did cut the mom's face. And then they were gonna cut the daughter's face, and then they said nah. And then she's saying thank you, and they did it anyway.
They did it anyways.
Because she had a snap
That's what
bubble.
I just said. Bro, you was confusing me. I'm like, whose daughter?
Because you confusing the people. You saying they cut the dude, then they cut the other dude. There wasn't no other dude. There was only one dude.
There was only one dude and two daughters. I mean,
No.
the mom and the daughter.
Yeah.
Okay. And they were going to cut the mom, and they're like, nah, we're going to keep this bitch for later. And then they went to the daughter. But they asked the daughter something, didn't they?
They killed the mom, though. I'm pretty sure they killed everyone.
After, yeah.
Nah,
we all know. We all know they killed them.
It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. What the fuck was your fucking output of this movie? What did you like about this movie?
Harley Quinn. Harley. Nigga, it's a rap, yo. Like, she is Harley. You know how we said that what's her name? Johansson? What's her first name?
Scarlett
Johansson is Black Widow. Like she took that role of Black Widow.
Okay.
And now I can't see Black Widow without seeing her. Like, even in the anime videos, when I see Black Widow, I see Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. So now
weird. You're fucking weird.
But listen, now this is Harley Quinn to me. Like, they better not cast nobody else for Harley Quinn. They better get this bitch until she's like 60.
I mean, we looking at probably another good 5 movies with her. We know she's gonna be in the next Suicide Squad.
I want Harley Quinn. I don't even want to see no Suicide Squad.
I don't get how she's gonna be in that now too. She's gonna be in the Suicide Squad. That's what it's gonna be called. Yeah, it's not called Suicide Squad 2. It's called the Suicide Squad or the Suicide Squad, however you want to pronounce it.
We know Killer Croc coming back.
Nah, he not coming back.
What you mean? I thought he was.
Nah. The only people coming back, Captain Boomerang, Harley Quinn, Rick Flag, and Amanda Waller. Will Smith ain't coming back.
Of course, they don't got money for Will Smith.
Idris Elba is actually stepping in. And he was supposed to play Deathshot, but they were like, nah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to recast the character. We're just going to have him play a different character. And who else is going to be in it? Then a few mad new people going to be in it. Nathan Fillion, who's a very famous dude who everybody knows in pop culture. He's going to be playing, I forgot who he's going to be playing.
Who, like the Justin Bieber culture?
Nah, like pop, like geek pop culture. I'm trying to think of something that he was in that you would know. Damn. Nothing. I can't think of anything that you would know that he was in. Like I could say shit that he was in, but I'm pretty sure you never seen Serenity.
Nah.
Damn it, I don't know. I can't think of anything that you would have seen. I know he was in Santa Clarita Diet, but you ain't like that show.
Nah. What the hell? That show was weird. I don't even want to get into that show right now.
We're not. I'm just trying to fucking tell you that he's in the movie. But anyway, Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey, I'm an 8 on it. You're a 7. Let's put a 7 on. No 6.5. Because you're just being disrespectful.
What did you like about the movie then?
Harley Quinn. The action scenes. I don't know. I thought Huntress was a little weird. Canary was alright. She had cool like fighting moves. That whole scream thing, yeah, that got like put me in a weird mood. But I made myself think that it was her first time.
Keep thinking what you want, man. That bitch is lying.
I'm be like, yo, baby, it's okay. It's okay. You're gonna do better in the next one. I like the some of the scenes for Black Mask, but I like his henchman more. He was a little cuckoo. He was a little weird too. What's his name again? Ric Flair?
Rick Flag? Ric Flair.
What's the henchman's name?
Victor Sass.
Victor Sass. Yeah, I definitely liked his part and stuff like that. What he was doing when he went after the birds and stuff like that. Can we call them birds? I hope they're not getting offended by that.
Birds of prey.
Birds of prey.
You gotta say of prey, otherwise you being misogynistic out here.
Nah, they're just birds. So, let me see. What else did I like about the movie? I mean, I gave it an 8 because it kept me entertained, bro. Like, you know.
I'll give you that. I mean, I didn't.
When she went into the police station and started popping niggas with
that
colors,
part was dope.
That part was dope.
The part when she jumped on my dude's legs and broke his knees. That shit was funny. That shit was dope. I heard that shit.
Oh my god, that was so bad.
Shit.
And the way that they made Harley Quinn fight, it's like it was Harley Quinn fighting, like, you know, like
yeah,
like psychotic and like laughing and doing a whole bunch of other shit. So I don't know.
I like that they made this rated R, so she was able to curse and we were able to see like
the real Harley Quinn.
Yeah, when she picked up the hyena and the dude tried to like get him where he fit in. So then the hyena ate him.
Ate the foot. He came back later, remember?
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Ate him.
No, he ate the foot.
No, he didn't.
He was the guy on the van. Remember when she was running away and they kept showing her enemies that now that she broke up with Joker, they were all coming after her? Okay, the guy in the van at the end when she come out and she saw the big dude in front of her, beat that dude up, ran. They stopped and they showed him with the hyena.
No, it said it was his brother. First of all, the guy. What you pointing at me like that for, nigga? Because you know I'm right. Right?
Yeah, because you know what's funny? You was letting me finish. He was like, okay. Yeah, facts. And he was like,
Go ahead.
but it was his brother.
Yeah. Because you remember, dog? They first of all, the dude that was behind her when she was getting the hyena, he was tall and he was skinny.
Okay.
And the dude that came out the freaking van, he looked almost the same, but he was a fat, chunkier dude, like a fat, shorter version of him. Or not even shorter, but he was just like a fatter version.
They didn't show him like how tall he was. Right. He was inside the van.
It didn't matter. It said that it was his, like when they said his name, the way they put their names and then the grievance, why they were mad at Harley, right? For the dude, they put that she fed his brother to a hyena.
To a hyena.
And then they showed the clip of where she let the hyena out and he went after the dude.
Yeah, okay.
So that wasn't him. That was his brother.
I see.
The funny grievance was, what was it?
And he had the leg.
Yeah.
He had the leg. I remember. He had his brother's leg.
Yeah, that was funny. Okay, now I remember.
You know?
Yeah.
The chick that she was playing roller skating with, and then she elbowed her.
Yeah.
And Harley was trying to get away, and she threw an air conditioner at her.
You know what?
It was funny.
You know what's funny? It was almost everything that she did in the first couple scenes of the movie. Because she did a whole bunch of bullshit. Because she was with the Joker, and because she was letting people lead on that she was with the Joker, even though they had broken up already, and she didn't tell nobody that she broke up with the Joker. So she was doing whatever she wanted, and people was like, "I'm not touching her. The Joker is gonna come after me."
Which was stupid because you didn't even see anything of the Joker in this movie. Like. Shit, not a damn thing.
Not even him. Like,
not even. Well, of course, I had a feeling.
No, they showed a picture.
That wasn't even him. She drew a version of Joker that wasn't even him.
I know that's what I'm saying, but she drew a picture. They showed the Joker.
Yeah, but it wasn't even that version of Joker. Like it wasn't the one that had the damaged tattoo and shit like that. None of that. Like the motherfucker didn't even have any part of this movie. Neither did Batman.
Yeah, the Batman.
And it's
like
weird.
it though.
I like it too, but it's weird because it's like, okay, they really try to separate themselves, except for the part where she was in the police station and she's walking out and she sees the picture of Boomerang.
And she's like, "Oh, I know that guy."
I know that guy. That was cool because now it's like, all right, now they're not trying to completely reboot this thing, because what they could have done is they could have made it seem like Harley Quinn, it's the same actress, and it's the same version of Harley Quinn, but they could have made it seem like Suicide Squad never happened. And this is how you meet Harley Quinn. So that Joker never existed. All that shit never happened.
They might bring a different Joker or a different Batman in her own universe.
Right. So now, but then in the movie, she explains how Suicide Squad actually happened. Not only did she see Boomerang and say, "Oh, I know that guy," but she said that she had a freaking chip implanted in her neck, or whatever. So whatever happened at the end of Suicide Squad was funny is that it happened, right? So then they were supposed to be living out the rest of their sentences, right, doing missions and then getting time off, right? So how many missions did they do from the last time that movie came out, right? Which was like, what, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
So how many missions did they do in 3 years that this chick already got that implant taken out of her neck, and she out here still doing crazy shit?
And how is she gonna come back next movie?
And then they throw her back in jail?
They put another implant in her neck.
Yeah. And then she gets that shit out when she comes out with Birds of Prey 2?
It could happen. It could. It's comic book accurate.
Yeah, but they never explain it. They just make us feel like, all right, it could happen. We just got to forget about that implant that she had in her neck. Don't worry about it. They said that she was going to be in jail for 20 years. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Okay. I'm done. Let's move on to the next show.
To the next show.
I mean, to the next segment.
All right, guys. It was great having you guys.
Hey,
Next
yo,
show.
I love this picture, dog.
First of all, you gotta explain what this is because this looks like it could be coke in the back
I
of him.
love. Well, I am gonna explain it.
And like a janitor.
I know, but this is a show from Netflix Originals, and it's called The Pharmacist. Dun, dun, dun. It's about this guy that you see here, right? He's a pharmacist at a pharmacy, and his son was killed, right? But the whole thing about this whole show is that, okay, first of all, spoiler alerts if we never saw it, whoever didn't see it, right? And also go watch it, even though I'm gonna tell you a couple of things out of it. But you gotta watch it because there's so much information that you have to like
You have
soak
to see it
in.
for yourself.
Yeah, like you have to soak in all this information because it's just crazy what's happening. Okay, so he's a pharmacist. His son is found dead somewhere in New Orleans, Bernards. I think that's what it's called, right?
I think so. Bernard.
Yeah,
Saint
Bernards,
some
Saint
shit like
Bernards.
that.
And first of all, the cops don't try to find the killer, right? They keep saying that he was trying to buy drugs and he didn't want to pay up to the drug dealer, and that's how he got killed. That's how they actually put it on the report. Every time he kept calling so they could try to get the son's killer, they would not do nothing about it. Right? They would click on him and a whole bunch of stuff. Like he started recording people. That's why I'm telling you, you gotta go watch it because they show you all the recordings, phone calls, meetings, and all that stuff that he did. So now he's looking at the cops. He's like, all right, they're not gonna help me. I gotta do this myself. He goes in the phone book, makes a radius out of the place where his son got killed. It starts calling every single house within the 100-block radius. Right? He then finds this lady that saw the whole thing. Saw him, whoever killed the son, saw what happened and what happened after, right? Not only that, she knows the person that killed the son, right? So when they start talking, she tells him who the person that killed the son is. And come to find out, that person was a witness for that killing, right? And he had pointed somebody else named Scarface, right? And they said, "Oh, if something bad happens in the neighborhood, Scarface did it," right? That's how they always said it in that neighborhood. She even explained it as well, like Scarface was a bad person, or whatever they want to call him. But he was in jail when the shooting happened, right? And the cops, of course, they didn't do no digging, so of course they don't know. You get me? Even if they heard the name, they didn't put it in a report or nothing. So he takes all of this, takes her as a witness, and goes to the DA and goes, listen, she knows she's a witness. She saw everything. She's saying who did it. All right? Boom. Put the guy in jail. Boom. It's done, right? It's done. Because that's the first episode. That's what happens in the whole first episode. They show you how he had recordings of the cops. They show you how he had recordings of the phone calls to the people that he made around the blocks and stuff like that. The meetings that he went door to door to talk to people. They show you the recording that he had with the witness, which was the killer himself. Right? He had a meeting with the witness and asking them about his son and stuff like that. Now, goes back to work because, of course, life goes on. Even whether you grieve or not, like, you got to keep going. They still had another daughter, right? He goes back to work and he goes, okay, so what's the main reason my son died? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Why was he there? Like, that's the first, like, if he was never there, that would never had happened. He was buying drugs from the person that killed him. She's like, all right, what kind of drugs? It was this new pill called Oxycontin, right? It was back in the 96, I believe. 96, 95, around there, I believe that they said. Because this whole thing, like the first episode, it's like years and months passed. Like it's a year and a half that passed in the first episode of the whole thing that he's going through. So Oxycontin, right? Now he works at a pharmacy and he starts noticing that prescriptions start coming in of Oxycontin for people that don't look like they need it at all whatsoever. 16-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds, and 30-year-olds. Oxycontin is usually prescribed for severe pain, right? And they said that it would last up to 12 hours. All right. Tylenol only lasts 4 or 5 hours, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You'll take a Tylenol, feel it a half hour later, maybe an hour later, and for an hour you'll be all right. You get me? Maybe the headache went away or whatever, but whatever. Oxycontin lasts 12 hours, and it's also depending on how many milligrams you're taking. The most a person should take of Oxycontin, it's about the most, right? I'm putting the highest number, 30 to 40 milligrams, right, of Oxycontin, and that you should have severe fucking pain. Like you should
Like your organs gotta be hurting.
facts or a bone gotta be broken. So he starts seeing all these prescriptions and like he's getting like 10s and 20s of prescriptions a day from kids and women, like they come in like skipping. He said there was this 70-year-old that came in skipping into the freaking pharmacy trying to refill the Percocet, the Oxycontin prescription. Then he looks at the milligrams. And then he looks at what else they have. So each person was coming in with a prescription of Oxycontin of 80 milligrams.
80? I thought it was 40.
Nigga, that's the maximum that you could have. She was prescribing 80 milligram pills.
I thought it was 40.
No, it was 80 milligram pills. Go back and watch it. I watched it like twice. And then he was also prescribing 0.5 milligrams of Xanax. So, what happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could liquefy or pop a pill of Oxycontin and a 0.5 of Xanax, and it'll give you the same high that heroin does. So,
Minus the needle.
minus the needle.
If you don't,
If you survive.
if you survive and
Facts.
you take it like a pill, right? Because if you can actually take it in the needle too, right?
Yeah. Well, you could
If
liquefy.
you liquefy, right?
You could liquefy the Oxycontin pill and just pop the Xanax. But why would you want to get shot? If I'm going to do some shit like that, I'm going to pop the pill. Nah, liquefying shit. I don't give a fuck if I get it, if it comes into my system faster. But whatever. But the most dangerous thing about this is that if you take that kind of, not that kind, because it is a kind of like little, what's it called when you put a whole bunch of stuff together?
You mean like a combination,
Like a cocktail.
a cocktail?
All right, like a cocktail. Let's say if you take that cocktail, right? It's 80% chance that your heart will stop because that's what Oxycontin does. It slows down your whole body and it numbs it out. That's why now they're prescribing Percocets. You get me? Because Oxycontin was a little too much for pain.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Now, they're feeling this shit. Like, get out of here. Give me that. Right? To all the patients coming in. If he saw that the patient takes some leave from work. Goes back to, okay, so these people are coming in with prescriptions. Who's the doctor? Take a picture. He takes a picture of all the prescriptions that the pharmacy has, right, for that year. And he starts going through them and starts noticing the 95% of every OxyContin prescription that was filled up by this lady called, what the fuck is her name?
Jacqueline Cleggett.
Yes, Jacqueline Cleggett.
Dr. Jacqueline Cleggett.
And so he was like, I'm going to find out who she is. Goes to the spot, starts recording them for months and months and months and months. Starts seeing people coming in and out from different states, different license plates, kids, adults, teenagers, just all types of people.
Yeah.
And the hours that the place was open was also sketchy because she would only open once the sun is down. So once the sun is down, the clinic is open. Let's go. Let's get this money.
Come at like 2 or 3 in the morning and that shit still be open.
Lit. Parking lot full.
The worst thing about it was that she had 5-0 at the door.
Yeah.
Helping
And looking. Right? So he takes all this information, takes it to the cops. The cops is like, nah, fuck out of here.
We out here. What you talking about?
What you talking about? We helping her. You gonna feed my kids, nigga? So then he goes to the DA for the New Orleans, whatever the hell, Senate or whatever. I don't know. He went to top notch. Like he went up there. He went to the DA.
He went to the medical board
and FBI. No. That was later. They said that they were already investigating her, right? And brought him and this other. Remember that guy that you was like, who's that? The little chubby guy. Mm-hmm. He used to work for her. And he got addicted to it. He used to get prescribed from her. And then he's like, nah. And then started helping the father. You get me? So then they went, FBI and DA started questioning him about like if they had drug dealer friends and some weird shit. Right? They weren't even concerned about Dr. Jacqueline Claggett. Claggett, that's her name, right? That sounds weird. So whatever. Months passed. He kept recording. He kept in voice notes, video recording. He kept going every day over there, back and forth. Then he noticed, he's like, I'm doing all of this, but what am I really doing? I'm not doing nothing. Like I'm just getting evidence of people actually going to a doctor. I'm not getting in there. So he goes back to his pharmacy job. And this big news come out, right? Big ass news that they caught a doctor doing the same thing, right? In another state, somewhere different. So he's like, okay. He calls the DA for that state. And he goes, listen, I might have the same problem in my state. Like, I'm a pharmacist. I keep seeing this outrageous prescriptions coming in for oxycodone and Xanax. And I can't do nothing. I brought it to the cops. I brought it to the FBI. I brought it to the DEA, and they say nothing. So he said, you have to go to the Board of Ed. No, not the Board of Ed. I'm bugging.
Nah.
The medical board. The medical board.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to bring them your case and actually, like, because they don't really have to prove. You know how, like, you go to court, you have to prove without a doubt that you did that crime.
Mm-hmm.
The medical board don't have to do that. They just gotta have some type of, like,
complaint or something.
Exactly, for them to investigate and go into records. What happens? He does that. He gives all them the evidence. They go in there and they take a license away. She don't get arrested. Dun. You know what I said? She don't get arrested. She's chilling.
Yeah, but what happens though after she chilling?
She gets into a crazy accident.
Was she? Because she was abusing, but was she?
No,
fucked up?
she wasn't driving. She wasn't driving. Somebody else was driving. And she broke her collarbone, right? And they said that it was equivalent as somebody hanging themselves.
It was called a hangman's fracture.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Hangman's fracture.
So yeah, and all of this is happening, right? So now they are giving her a plea, right? Because now they're bringing charges up to her because it's too much of a big news, and then bringing charges up to her. But she takes a plea where she does no jail time because of her condition. Cause she out chilling right now. You can go watch that documentary. You're gonna see her talking to y'all. Facts, yo. I'm dead serious. So yeah, and who the hell? So then, they actually take her license away. She get revoked, and then they go after the big pharmaceutical, Purdue. Right? I think that's how you say it. It's Purdue.
Yeah.
Purdue. And they also filed like a whole bunch of like I think it's like, is it civil?
A civil suit?
Is it a civil suit when they have pushed drugs into the community and stuff like that, especially the big pharmaceuticals? Like, I know they had to pay a couple $1 million. I know they sued them, but I don't know what's
Let's just call it a lawsuit.
Yeah, it was just a lawsuit. All right, whatever. It was a lawsuit, right?
Let's not get into the technicalities.
Right? And then we all thinking it's about to stop, right? Purdue gonna go bankrupt. They're paying billions of dollars to the community because they fucked up the community with all these drugs that they're putting up legally, actually, because this was legal drugs. This wasn't legal. This was prescribed drugs. Like, people have prescriptions for this thing by a legit doctor. So this was all legal, right? It was malpractice, of course. And of course, it was illegal under the doctor for what she was doing. But everybody else...
But the patients were free in the clear.
Exactly.
They were just chilling.
So that happens, right? What happens? Purdue starts going into the business of cleaning junkies. So now they're making... Because they're still selling Oxycontin. Like, they're still selling all of that. They're still selling Percocets, still selling Oxy, still selling Xannies. They're still selling it. Because, of course, hospitals really do need it. The only thing that happened was that they made a different policy on how they were going to prescribe those medications. You get me? Like, it got to go through like a list of checklists. Like, yes, okay, he could get that prescription. Let him go home with that prescription. You get me? But then now they turned around, and now they're motherfucking miracle workers. They're selling pills so you could get to fight addiction. Selling them, not even giving them. They were supposed, like, if I was the DA for anything, or our Congress, I'll tell them, like, yo, you gotta give those pills away.
Yeah. You got to get these people back to feeling right.
Exactly.
You fucked them up in the first place. And, and now you charging them to get right?
To get right? You get me? Like, nah. So, that's basically where we at right now. Like, that's happening right now as we speak, right? They're giving out or selling addiction pills, and they're still selling Oxycontin, even though we do need them. But I feel like they shouldn't be the ones giving us that. Like, that company itself. It should be somebody different. Or it should be somebody run by the government. You know?
It should have been the pharmacist himself. Make that nigga the CEO of the company.
Facts. You get me? And yo, that's basically like the whole show in a nutshell. Like,
it really is the whole show. You gave him like step by step what happened and shit. I didn't even know what happened at the end. I didn't know that shit happened, that they started selling the addiction pills.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He ruined my ending, but it's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right. But yeah, that show.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, that show is definitely
it's a must watch.
It's a must watch.
Yes.
We definitely recommend it.
Okay. Okay, so we're getting to the end of the show, right?
Yeah.
I see some niggas sleeping already.
Someone's in the room sleeping.
So
Are we doing this clip and then we out? Is that how we gonna do it?
yeah, can you put the last picture that I sent you, please? Yeah. So these are the two main niggas of the Talibanes Latinos. You already know what it is. We out here chilling. We out in this. He a little fat. You see that gut, my nigga? He lost that. He lost that. You don't got that gut no more. So yeah, so
promote.
that's a fact. So make sure you go follow El Cole, right? El Cole all together, and that's on SoundCloud. Or you can follow me, Reckless Elmo. Whatever music he got, I got. Whatever music I got, he got. We're a whole like a group together. Our music group is called Música Cinco Estrellas. You already know, 5-star music. 5-star music. And I'm gonna give ya
5-star binders
one of the
out here.
tracks that we just dropped is a little dembo. So I hope you guys like this. Let's go. Let's see how y'all pulling the dembo. I should have had a big booty girl dancing here. Why it feels like this?
Hey, dile que no ca, dile que no ca, dile que no ca, que aquí no estamos fronteando, dile que no ca, dile que no ca, dile que no ca, que aquí no estamos fronteando, no ca, no ca, que aquí no estamos fronteando, no ca.
¿A quién le está mintiendo? Mira a tu mujer, cómo la prendo. Pasa en mi cama, mojada la tengo. Fuego, 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 caliente la tengo. Pasa en la calle pidiendo los cuartos. Todos te conocen como el gato, dinero lo mío. Yo no me espanto, todos me conocen como el amo. Deja de tu cap, deja de tu cap, deja de tu cap. Mami, no te mientas, deja de tu cap, deja de tu cap, deja de tu cap. La manera que meneas, el bicho tú lo prendes, en el club tú lo sientes. Te la meto en el vientre, talibanes latinos hasta la muerte.
Dile que no ca, dile que no ca, dile que no ca, que aquí no estamos fronteando, dile que no ca, dile que no ca, dile que no ca, que aquí no estamos fronteando, no ca, no ca, que aquí no estamos fronteando, no ca. Tiene una libra en Orlando. Mami, crecimos en el bando. First degree, primer impacto. Ya, síguelo moviendo. Me gusta como tú lo estás haciendo. Tienes algo que me está prendiendo. Vente pa' acá y te la meto. Ya. Se parece Shakira con Jennifer Lopez. Nunca le bajamos, mami, no tope. Ustedes son patos, sacan del closet. Estamos prendidos con tu set. Siempre activo, tú sabes cómo es. Puro sabor D, venimos a aprender. Con el gatillo jugando la roulette. Dile lo que tú quieras, pero dile que no ca, dile que no ca, dile que no ca, que aquí no estamos fronteando, dile que no ca, dile que no ca, dile que no ca, que aquí no estamos fronteando, no ca, no ca, que aquí no estamos fronteando, no ca. Esta música se estrella, un talibán latino. No ca, no ca. Ahí me lo das. Abajo. A los número una. Esa música puro rock.
I'm allergic to cats.
Yes. I definitely got more dembow coming too. I got more Spanish music coming too. I got more regular. What's it called? I forgot.
I hope you got more.
Spanish.
I hope you got more reading lessons coming soon.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. We have come to the end of our show. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Make sure you come back next week. This nigga will be here. I hope so. If not, then this is just by myself.
Fuck yeah, we out, yo.
Peace.